More than 10 years had passed since my divorce. I was 47 years old. My name was Oksana Reed, and I lived alone in Lewiston, Idaho, a small town where everyone knows everyone, if not personally, then at least by rumor. The pharmacy where I worked stood right in the center of town, near the old farmer's market. After my shifts, I often walked home wearing headphones, as if music could drown out the silence waiting for me inside my apartment. My ex-husband had long built a new life. Our son had moved to Prague, calling rarely, texting more often. I tried not to show my loneliness. I wore neat dresses, modest but flattering, low-heeled shoes, light makeup. Customers often said, "A woman like me shouldn't be alone." They had no idea how heavy evenings felt. That day, I strained my back badly. I simply reached for a box of ointments on the top shelf in the storage room. A sharp click, and then pain, so sudden I couldn't breathe. I had to leave work early. For 2 days, I lay at home, rubbing warming creams into my back, cursing my age. On the 3rd day, there was a knock at the door. It was Marina, my neighbor from upstairs, 5 years older, full of energy, always carrying the latest building gossip. "Oksana, are you sick? You haven't been at the pharmacy for days." She handed me a container. Homemade soup. Then she leaned closer. "There's a man around here, Thomas. He used to work as a massage therapist at a health resort. Now he works from home. All the older ladies go to him," she whispered. "They leave glowing. They say his hands are magic." I smiled skeptically. "Marina, you want me to go to some man and undress?" "You're not going to undress," she said firmly. "You're going to heal. He's respectful, professional, a widower. My lower back healed in 2 sessions." She gave me his number. I stared at it on my phone for a long time. A grown woman acting like a nervous teenager, unsure whether to call. That evening, I finally did. "Hello?" His voice was low, steady, warm, calm in a way that immediately settled something inside me. "Marina recommended you. I hurt my back badly." "Tomorrow at 3 p.m., he replied without hesitation. "I'll text you the address. Bring a robe or something comfortable. No unnecessary questions, no awkward politeness." That made me trust him. The next morning, I took a long time choosing what to wear. A long navy skirt, a buttoned blouse, low hair and a bun, 1 drop of vanilla perfume. For myself, or maybe not only for myself. His apartment was in a quiet neighborhood, a standard building. On the door, a simple sign, "Massage Therapy." He opened the door within seconds. Tall, early 50s, light eyes, gray at the temples, almost military posture. "Oksana, come in." Inside smelled of eucalyptus and herbal balm. Clean, quiet, anatomy charts on the wall, a massage table with a white sheet. "Undress to your underwear. Hang your robe. I'll step out." Alone, my heart beat fast. Not fear, just unfamiliar closeness. When he returned, his hands were steady. The oil was warm. His movements confident, precise, but gentle. He worked slowly along my lower back, searching for the pain. "Here?" "Yes," I gasped when he pressed. He smiled slightly. Then I found it. I lay on my stomach. The fabric barely touched my skin. His fingers were strong, yet carried a surprising tenderness. He avoided my chest completely, but every movement still stirred something deeper. "Have you been alone long?" he asked softly. "More than 10 years. I've been 6. Silence. People come here for massage, but leave with more. Relief, peace, or the feeling that someone finally noticed them. His hands worked my thighs, staying within professional limits, but my guard was already lowering. "I think you need at least 2 more sessions," he said. "Your muscles are very tight." "Okay," I answered more quietly than intended. As I left, he helped me into my coat, adjusted my scarf. His fingers brushed my neck. I shivered. His gaze lingered. "See you tomorrow." The next day, I woke early. My back felt better, but something inside ached quietly. I chose a flowing burgundy dress, long, wrapped at the waist, hair loose, eyes lightly emphasized. I didn't ask myself why. He noticed. I knew he did. The room smelled the same, eucalyptus and incense, but the music had changed. Slow jazz. "How was your night?" he asked softly. "Much better. Today we'll work on your side and upper back." I lay on my side. His fingers traced my neck, slipping into my hair. A chill ran down my spine. "You work very carefully," I murmured. "Only when someone deserves it," he replied quietly. My breath caught. Later, his hands stopped. They rested on my back, not moving. "I'm sorry," he whispered. "I feel more than I should." I turned my head. Our eyes met. No pressure, no vulgarity, just honesty. "Me too," I breathed. He covered me with a blanket and sat beside me. "We can stop or we can talk. I don't want to do anything I'd regret." That restraint made me trust him even more. I barely slept that night. The next morning, I dressed simply: leggings, a loose white blouse, gray cardigan. When I knocked, he opened immediately. Same sweater, same calm gaze. We didn't talk much. The silence was full. That day, it stopped being just massage. It became closeness, not rushed, not physical in the obvious way, just two people allowing themselves to be seen. Later, days passed. We saw each other often. No sessions, no robes. Tea, conversation, quiet laughter. He entered my life like a gentle storm. No destruction, but everything inside shifted. One evening, he told me the health resort had offered him a position again, a real job, a new life. "And maybe," he said carefully, "I'd like to take someone with me." My heart stopped. "Do you want me to go?" "I want you to want it." The next morning, he was gone. A note on the pillow. "I'm not disappearing. I'm giving you space." By evening, he hadn't returned. No calls, no messages. A week passed. Then, one night, there was a knock. He stood at the door. Dusty coat, scratched phone. "I had an accident," he said softly. "I thought I lost everything." I hugged him like I was holding air. "Not yet," I whispered, and for the first time in years, I felt at home.